Okay, this presentation is going to be focusing on French horse artillery and the battery I've put together that completes the second of the two French horse artillery batteries that were present at Talavera. I should explain, when I started building my collection of figures, that I was using the Napoleon at War rules initially before I started to use Carnage and Glory as my preferred set. And they had an interesting arrangement where all artillery batteries were based on 3 bases of guns, which actually, to the scale that the figures work best with, which is 1 inch to 50 paces, I use with Carnage and Glory, is oversized, and I can now get away with 2 models to represent my 3 and 4 gun batteries on that frontage. And the nice thing about using 18mm, I guess, as opposed to the 28mm scale, is that the space created by the smaller scale means that I can utilise limbers more readily. And I like seeing French limbers on the table, and parked up behind the gun models when they are unlimbered helps give a better impression, I think, of the footprint that these batteries would have occupied when they were deployed. So I do model limbers with all my batteries. I just think it makes the table look really great with Napoleonics. So let's take a little bit of time to have a look at what we're talking about here. So around the models, as you can see, I've put on display some of the books that I've used while working on creating the look of my French horse artillery, and indeed my foot artillery as well. But there's some really good references around. Some of these are a bit old because I've been doing this a while now, but you can probably pick most of these books up, and they're really good references to have alongside things like the Rousselot plates, which I've already covered off in my look at French general officers. Rousselot guides are really good. They're readily available on the net. Osprey provides some really good references around artillery, especially the artillery and equipments, which is looking at the limbers and the limber teams and how they were arranged. And I'm going to also pay reference to Raffa's painting, War Raffa Perez, who I've been using again for putting my French horse artillery, because he came up with some really interesting colour combinations which I've utilised, and I thought I'd illustrate here. Like many, I'm not painting figures the way I used to paint figures 5 to 10 years ago. Hopefully we all develop our techniques, and it's by reading and looking at other people's ways of doing things that I think we all develop our techniques, and I'm no different. So I tried out a few different colours on these figures, and I thought I'd show you the results. Okay, so let's have a look at the French horse artillery gun and crew. So hopefully you can see that. French horse artillery, typically seen with their beautiful long red plumes to distinguish them from their more pom-pom beclad foot brothers. The horse artillery at Talavera, from recollection, were principally armed with the 6-pounder light horse gun. I'm not so sure about this AB model. I know they have been critiqued on various forums. Maybe the width of the axles are a bit extreme, but I can live with the model. Like the horse artillery crews, obviously modelled very much on their horse brethren, their cavalry brethren. So you can see there they're carrying the curved light cavalry sabres to represent their arm as being horse. And there we can see it's the gun has been deployed with the ammunition box put on the ground behind, ready to grab the provisions for reloading the gun. And there we go. That's a French artillery team. So the gun, I think I'm going to draw particular attention to. I was using for this a change in my normal colours. So the base coat for the green woodwork on my gun, I've used Russian uniform green, so a really dark Russian uniform green as the base coat, Vallejo again. And then I went for Rafa's suggestion as the first highlight, which was to use Russian uniform green as the first top coat to bring out the grain in the woodwork, and then as a final highlight, that again with a Japan uniform mixed into the Russian. I think it was something like 25% to 75%, 25% of the lighter hue, just to bring it up again and to bring out that grain on the woodwork. I was really pleased with that. I thought it was a really nice colour option. Likewise, we take a look at the Limber team. So my other horse artillery team, we have a walking team. So this time I decided to go for the team at the gallop or the trot. So these are a much more animated team. As you can see, I like to put traces on my limbers. I just use 3 strands of fuse wire that I put in a wooden drill and twist those together, and then cut them to length and just add them on with a bit of super glue, and I think it really just brings the model up a tad more by having the traces on it. Likewise, I've done the same grain wood colouring technique using those colours illustrated on the gun, on the limber itself. And the other highlight colour that I wanted to mention that I used from Rafa's book was this very nice grey blue, Vallejo grey blue, that provides a really nice colour to do the jackets on these drivers. So the base coat is grey blue 75-25% mixed in black to give a darker base coat, then grey blue over to highlight, and then I used a grey blue with a dash of a very small dash of white in there just to highlight it up again, bring it up another level to go over that. And again, it's been used on the saddles and on the wolf's teeth around the edging of the sheepskin cloths on the saddles there. I thought that came up really nicely. Really nice team. These AB galloping horse gun teams are really very nice. Very pleased with them. So there we are. French horse artillery. I'm going to be completing 3 more limber teams for the French foot artillery, again utilising my spare guns in my French foot artillery to recreate extra batteries for the Talavera orders of battle. So I will be showing you some of the foot artillery teams in the next post, and I'm also going to be doing some British limbers as well, so we'll go look at some of the British colours as well. Okay, hope you found that useful, and see you on the next one. Thanks then, bye.